So today I just have the Reload albums and the Korea W magazine that I got yesterday from my friend because she did a group order for these. Okay, before I actually start, I just want to say if you hear any footsteps, I'm sorry. That's my parents. They're walking around upstairs, and usually the room above the one I'm filming right now, no one usually stays there, but right now my family's doing like a Zoom call, so there's a lot of walking back and forth. Anyways, so this is the card that my friend wrote. So, hey, thank you for joining both my NCT Dream Reload group order and the magazine group order. I didn't get tempted. Basically I was the one who was like, I kind of want it, and we were looking at the preview pics, and it was just really hard to say no to getting it, for me at least, but she was able to resist. Super nice to run group orders and get local and citizens new NCT goods. Too many, yes, the last few months my wallet has definitely been crying. Please message me, tweet on Twitter, tag me on your story when you get everything for proofs. All the best, more in the card. Yeah, she just wrote me another card, and these are her handles. So Twitter and Instagram, and she actually has YouTube as well. I kind of convinced her to start because it's fun filming videos, I think. I think she's planning on posting a video for the group order, like taking out the polls from Reload. I don't know what else, but yeah, channel name somewhere. Actually, her channel name is similar to her Instagram name. I think it is the same, but just in case, I'm going to put it on the screen. So yeah, I think that will be an interesting video. Also, I just wanted to quickly show the but the envelope that she wrote the other card in for me. I think it's really cute that she put like our biases names as the street, and then I think it's their birthday for the number, and then we live in Neo City, and the postal code is just the same format as Canadian postal codes. That's why it's like an alternating letter and number. So yeah, I thought that was really cute, so I just wanted to show it. Anyways, I'll go through the albums first. I don't want to do a real flip through, or like, I'm going to do a very quick flip through because I think my album hauls, it was excruciatingly painful to watch me just go through the photo books because I have very boring reactions. Like, I don't know, I just don't have much to say, and because I already looked at it last night, so okay, I forgot the disc is reflective like a mirror, so I took these out and already sleeved the photo card so you can see it, but this is just the ad. And for anyone who plays Superstar SM Town but you don't like buy albums, this is the code to get a card. I think there's like, you have 6 months to put that code in from release date, so yeah. And because this was a group order, I did choose to get my albums unsealed just so I could do PC sorting. So I got a Jaemin set for the writing version. And I think I've mentioned it a couple times before, but Jaemin is my dream bias, so that's why I decided to get his, or put him as number 1, and then freak out when the EMS email came. poster is also Jaemin. I believe the variety for pulls was pretty good. Definitely way better compared to the T album pulls. That was like 19 moves, and almost all of the circle cards were Jihyun, but one was Johnny and one was Utah. And honestly, I don't know what happened here, but I think the binding for this album isn't the best, I guess, because if you open it too much, like try to lay it down flat like this, the glue, I guess, just didn't hold it. I feel like that's kind of common for books as well though, so I'm not too bothered by it. Anyways. Last night I looked through this just so I can be like, these are my favorite pictures from the photo book, but I think everyone looks really good, and it's pretty hard to pick. But oops. I know another thing I've mentioned before is that everyone in Dream is younger than me because I'm born in 98. So it's like a little weird for me to be like, yeah, they're so good looking because they're younger, and it just, I don't know. I mean, they've definitely matured since debut, and I say that like I've been following them since debut, but it's just, I just find that people who are younger than me are babies. Like, I can't unsee it. So Jaemin photo card, Jisung circle card for Rowan. I feel like for this version, people are very they either love it or they hate it. Like the cover, the album cover, I kind of get it because like, where did the purple come from? But at the same time, I like how it looks, so yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got a ticket for both. Yeah, my pre-order benefit was a ticket for both of these albums. The other one was a wristband, I believe. And the poster is green as well. I'm glad that the size of the poster is manageable. It did come with a really big group poster as well, but I have no use for that, so I told my friend she could keep it and do whatever she wanted with mine, because I'm not going to put it up and I don't have the room to store it. So yeah, for this one, like, yeah, the binding is also just like barely hanging, and it's in the middle here, so if I were to try and flatten this like album out, photo book out, then I think it would rip or tear here. Also, Puzzle Piece is my favorite song from this album. I think all the songs sounded good, but like, I don't know, it's I really don't know what to say. I just think Puzzle Piece is my favorite right now. Riding with title track, I think it was fine. Like the first time I listened to it, it didn't have that much of an impact on me, but I do think it's catchy. I don't know, I think I just really like the low-key acoustic songs more. I don't know, it reminds me of a song in English, but I can't for the life of me figure out which song it is that it reminds me of. But that's the song I've been listening to when I go to sleep currently. Anyways. And now we have the Korea, or W Korea magazine to look through. So on the cover it's Baekhyun, and there are 3 different versions for the cover. I chose the first one. I don't know if Stay Happy is the version name. I completely forgot what the other ones were called, but I went with this one because he just looks really soft, and if my parents ever see this magazine, they're not going to be like, what is this man? Because I think the other 2, he was giving off more of like this hot, sexy vibe, and like I don't need my parents to see that and question me. Also, yeah, I was going to say I don't need my boyfriend to question me as well, but he doesn't care at all about this stuff. He just kind of is whatever about it. But anyways, when I first saw this cover, I actually thought it reminded me of, he reminded me of Suga from BTS. I don't know why. I think it's the angle. But yeah, it kind of bothers me that the cover is slightly shorter width-wise than the actual content of the magazine, like the pages. And also, I feel like this magazine got wet or humid or something because the pages are wavy like this. Like it got wet and then it dried down. I think this is Sydney Crawford's daughter. I don't know her name though. Yeah, sorry. Oh my god, that sounded terrible. Yeah, I'm probably going to ramble a lot throughout, oh my god, throughout this magazine flip through, just because I did look at Johnny and Jaehyun's page, the main reason I got this magazine, and I think they are closer towards the end, but I decided I wanted to look through the actual magazine as well. Oh, that ring is really pretty. I will try to keep the magazine as straight as I can, because I have this habit of having things a little bit slanted on screen because I don't usually look at the screen when I'm doing these, but I hope it's okay for now. Gigi Hadid, and Sydney Crawford's daughter again. Wow. I feel like there's a few ads, like quite a few ads, but I mean, I've never really looked through magazines before, and maybe that's literally just how they are formatted, and I don't know enough. Well, I don't even really know what W magazine is supposed to be. I mean, after looking through a few of these pages, I guess it is more so focused on fashion, but yeah. Oh, it's James Bond. I'm sorry, I don't know his real name. It's so interesting seeing like all the smaller photo shoot images on one page. I don't really know where to look, but denim, Canadian tuxedo. It's not really my style, honestly, having a denim top and denim bottom, unless the the hue is different, like darker pants and a lighter jacket, something like that. Because I personally think that it's a little bit too monotone for me, doing it like Canadian tuxedo style, but I get it. Denim jackets are really comfortable, so, and sometimes like you just want to wear jeans, so wow, it's like a bunch of clothing I would never wear because it's too out there for me. I love how classy watches look, but I personally can't wear them because I would forget and I would just end up leaving my house. Oh my god, her eyebrows, they kind of, oh, I wasn't going to say messy, but I can't think of another word. They're just, I don't want to say bushy either, it's just they're like sticking up, they're not laid flat or whatever. But I think that was intentional. It looks kind of intentional. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how well it picks up on camera, but like, it kind of looks like they tried to cover part of her eyebrows to make it thinner, but they failed at covering it up, and now it just looks like some amateur makeup job. I mean, maybe that's the concept and they wanted it to look a little bit more like this. I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I don't really like how it looks. The whole thin brows trend is more of a 90s thing. And it just isn't for me. Because I think 2010 started the whole thicker brows trend, so having full brows is just what I'm used to seeing. Soooo. Wow. I honestly do not remember him when EXO debuted because that was around the time when I got into K-pop. I kind of remember him like as the leader, but I don't remember his face for some reason. Looking back at when EXO did debut though, he looked like a cute little kid, I don't know. This kind of bothers me though. In my brain, for some reason, when it sees these kind of shapes where the letters are in one corner of a square or a diamond, it reads it going counterclockwise. So my first instinct is to read it as like soooo rather than sooho, especially diamonds, because I will go in a circle like that. But sometimes diamonds are like, you start at the top, then go left to right, and then down, and I don't know, my brain does not comprehend that right away. Makeup. I think it's like, this is a really nice spread, but I'm into makeup, so maybe that's why. I don't want to take too long though, because I do want to get to the Johnny and Jaehyun photo shoot. I don't know who this is. I think this is Kermit the Frog. Is it supposed to be like FaceTiming Kermit? I don't know what's happening, but maybe. But he did get an interview, so. Oh, this is a painting you can get in Animal Crossing. Just random facts. reviews. Ooh. Oh, it's for a Samsung vacuum. My first instinct was to say a Dyson vacuum because being in Canada, all the vacuum ads are for Dyson. Ooh, I think this is where Baekhyun's pages start, because this is what one of the covers looks like. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. So I think the cover titles: Stay Happy, Stay Cool, and Stay Strong. So I have Stay Happy. Wow. It was actually the first one to catch my attention in EXO when they debuted, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah. So this is one of the cover pages. This is another one. And this is the one I have, except flipped. Wow, he looks so different when his hair isn't like on his forehead like bang style. Because I feel like he's always had his hair on his face. But there were a few years where I stopped listening to K-pop and I didn't follow any groups, so I could be wrong since I don't know much about EXO's comebacks after Growl, I think. Yeah, I think I stopped listening to K-pop before Chris and Luhan and Tao left, so kind of missed them together, but I'm sure it was for the best for those three X members at least. I'm sorry the magazine isn't fully in frame. It's really big. Like, I think a normal magazine is literally like the size of these pictures. I was not expecting it to be huge like this. I have no idea what this photo shoot is, but I think it's cute. This one. I don't know, it has a very fresh feeling to it. Could just be like someone's photography portfolio type thing. This gives me like prom vibes. My prom wasn't that great. Just gonna randomly throw that in there. My high school was kind of weird. I think only 5 people went with a date because they were already together. Did I listen to the coach? Oh, I really like how it looks like the clothing is drawn on like a cartoon. Yeah, like this. I know, like, there was a time when there was a company selling bags that looked like it was 2D, and I think it's really cool, but it's not something I would ever use. But I do like how it looks. It's very different and eye-catching, I think. Wow. I think there's an artist who is famous for doing those. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I was just about to freak out over this page, and then my mom called me for no real reason. Just you know, mom things, I guess. But here we are. The main reason I got this magazine. God, he's like so good looking. I can't. I remember seeing this picture, like the preview of it, go on Twitter, and then I sent it to my cousin, and we both just kind of like were dead after. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he is on a cover of a magazine in the future. So probably end up getting that. I mean, they both have like really great model vibes, but I don't know. There's something about JM. I'm kind of trying to take my time with this just because, like, all these photos of them look so good. I honestly can't believe I didn't notice JN at all when I first got into NCT. Fun story though, I saw his cover. I liked him better before I knew who NCT was, and I had to stop watching his cover halfway through because he was really good looking, and yet for some reason I didn't choose to get to know the group that he was in, which is NCT. I was just kind of like, well, this is too much for me, so I need to stop watching it. But that actually wasn't the first video I saw of NCT. The first one was like Try Not to Flinch on James Corden's show. Wow, that was very short-lived, so I'll go through the rest pretty quickly. But yeah, the first time I saw NCT was on James Corden's show, and I don't really remember anything except Taeyong was the one who had an impact on me just because he was the member who literally fell on the floor when the fruit hit the glass. It was really funny. And then I just looked up comments and found out that he was the member who freaked out. Anyways, I really like her long hair. I miss my long hair. I cut off like 6 inches or more. It used to be right at my butt, and then I decided to cut it. Main reason being I needed to get rid of the leftover bleached hair I had from like 2017. Yeah, my hair was too dry, and I only bleached it 3 times, and I was already tired of it. So I've slowly just been growing out my natural hair color, and now finally all of the bleached hair is gone, and I can bleach my hair all over again in color if I want to. So we're almost at the end. And last page. Oops. Ooh, astrology. I'm Capricorn, but I can't read it, so I guess I won't find out my reading. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I wasn't planning on doing a separate video for this. I was going to put it in a haul video, but yeah, I realized I wanted to flip through the W Korea magazine, and I realized that would take up a lot of time. So I'm just going to make a dedicated video for this. But anyways, as always, thank you for listening to me ramble about random stuff.